I think every artist should make a comic. You don't have to make one piece, but comic creation helps artists practice a whole bunch of skills. That is why I have kidnapped 4 other art YouTubers and locked them in an unspecified location to make a comic of their dreams. Come on, let's check on those hostages now. Welcome to March Club's first super cool comic jam collab. I'm sure you're wondering why I've gathered you all here today. I love making comics, and I'm going to force you lot to make some, like my little workhorses. Slavery. So this is going to act the same way as a game jam, but with comics. So I'm giving you 4 weeks to make a 5 to 10 page comic. So, like most game jams, you get a theme. So thank you all for submitting some themes. We're going to go over to the wheel, and we're going to get some themes.
Wheel.
Let's give it a click and see what prompt we will all be working with. Meeting. That is the prompt that we will be working with.
Okay.
Yeah. Just forget about it for 4 weeks, and then I'll be like, hey, have you guys done the collab? And you'll be like, what collab? And I'll be like, okay, cool. I guess I'll die.
I'll take Derry's comic and then just like change it to be blue.
Just trace
Wait.
Derry. Yeah.
I'll just change the color.
Maybe we don't steal Derry's comic.
Because we know Derry will do it. Derry will follow the instructions.
I'm going to use AI and steal from every artist in existence.
If you AI it, I'm gonna strangle you to death.
That wasn't in the rules though, so it's fine.
I'm gonna come to your house. I added to the rules.
That's the true meeting, is meeting March at your doorstep as they strangle
I'm gonna
you.
find where you live.
4 weeks later, we all look at each other's comics and say, ooh, what prompts did you use?
No.
One eternity later.
So, folks, it has been not a month. It has been 5 weeks because of my wrist deciding to kill itself. So I can't say that on YouTube. Collectively, it's been less than a month, but in real time, it's been 5 weeks.
No one needs to know.
No one
Four
needs
weeks.
to know. Oh, let me re-record that. Hi, folks. It's been definitely a month and not 5 weeks. How we feeling? How we feeling about the comics?
Yippee!
I was up till 5 in the morning.
I know you messaged me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I worked from... I was working on it during the Gartic phone in the Jackbox as well.
The things that we did
I-
instead of working on our comics. So, who would like to go first in sharing their comic and the fruits of their labor?
I will go second.
You know what? I'm the host. I'll go first. I'll be courteous.
Marge. That is so cool.
I just finished it. Oh my gosh. Edge of my seat.
So I'll go into the inspirations behind this. So I took my favorite kind of like video game. One of my favorite video games is Stories Untold, and there's a wonderful segment in it where you play as an Arctic weather person. You work in a weather station, and you kind of find out the thing that's communicating the weather patterns isn't actually weather patterns. It's like an alien, in like the briefest of terms. And I wanted to basically encapsulate on that. I like writing double characters, I like writing duos, so you have Lachlan and Monroe, who are somewhat inspired by Mulder and Scully, that's X-Files, but the genders are reversed, so the more like skeptical one is Lachlan, and the more like, we should do something hyperactive what is Monroe, but their concerns are also switched, so you have like a stoic character that's like, we shouldn't be fucking around, but also the loud one is the like cautious one. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm not very good at communicating my ideas. I liked working with screen tones. I haven't done that before with a lot of my other black and white grayscale comics, because all of my other ones have been like different shades of gray. Don't make the joke. But this one was, I only had 4 levels of screen tone to work with, so it was fun kind of figuring out that. I do think I rushed parts of it. There are definitely like, you can tell after page 5, I just stopped doing backgrounds. But yeah, I enjoyed working with like a limited value palette.
Yeah.
But I do think there are definitely like, there's always waffling in my comics. I feel like it could have been like maybe 1 or 2 pages left.
See.
But that's me. That's I always feel like I have pacing issues when it comes to comics.
Well, I would not have noticed the background comment if you hadn't pointed that out to me.
Yeah.
Same.
I think like when it's closer to the reveal, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's everything from me, from what I accomplished in the last few weeks. Who's next?
Well, I claimed second, so.
All right, Adronic, lay it on us. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Okay,
I want to see
okay,
it. You've been
okay.
teasing this comic.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It's good.
I love his eyes. Or her eyes. I don't, their eyes? They're just some deities.
I think if you pay close attention to the second to the last page, you'll probably have a better understanding of their gender. You pay close attention to the colors of the background.
Oh, they're girls.
They're lesbians.
Yeah!
There's lesbians in my comic.
Yeah, so the way I took the prompt was, it is death and life meeting at the end of the world. And just having a little chat. No, I had a lot of fun with this. The things I could have done better, and that I know for the future now, is some of the character design isn't consistent for like 3 of the panels. Like in the first one, she doesn't have her wings. And then like the left and right side details are flipped on accident. But other than that, oh wait, no, there's another panel without wings. Uh-oh, oh god.
It's the March problem all over again. I would not have noticed this if you hadn't just told me
Yeah.
it. Oh,
That's
now
the
I
thing
can't
with
unsee it.
comics.
Yeah. Well, other than that, I'm happy with it. For like my first comic ever, and doing it within the span of a month, like it's not
For this
bad.
being your first comic, what did you think about like the creation process and stuff? Go into your creation process.
It was very fun.
Yes, please.
Very fun. I really like working with like end of the world concepts and just larger than life stuff. I already had like the location and scene in mind, so I just had to create characters based off that. And I like going more abstract in a sense with like my characters and stories. So I was just like, these two are the concepts of death and life. I thought that was fun. Rather than doing anything like too intense with the characters themselves, I'm just like, how about they have a little chat? And then the earth explodes.
Let's go.
Go lesbians!
Lesbians!
0 out of 10, they didn't kiss. Yeah.
Actually,
Hey,
base,
listen.
base.
That's on my Patreon, okay?
That's on
You
the
gotta wait.
Patreon. Anything else you'd like to add?
Gay riots.
Moving on. Who's next?
I guess I'll go next.
Ooh.
Novo, you kept saying I might be disappointed. What the heck were you
Oh,
on?
this is so
What?
good.
What the heck?
Novo, you are literally the character in the comic. They're like, oh, no, the art sucks. No, it's actually awesome. That's us at you.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's not my best work. What do you mean? You've done better than this. Show me right now.
I am my like own biggest critic when it comes to pretty much anything to do with art in general, really. So I am a bit hard on myself a lot of the time, but I was kind of self-conscious with this because it's not something that I would normally write. I've never done anything like this before because I tend to do like shonen style fantasy, you know, like adventure stuff. This is very much not in my wheelhouse at all.
I love it. I love it so much.
I'm still reeling from that plot twist at the end of what?
It hits me like a truck.
Actually, I know exactly what it's like, and I was like, oh, okay, because he's also an artist, and he's like, because I'm you, and I'm like, oh.
For me, it like delayed because I read like because I'm you, and I'm like, oh yeah, because they're both artists. Wait.
I think one of the biggest challenges with this was trying to create a character and do the older version and younger version that looked similar but not give it away. So I purposely had them all on the face where the rim of the glasses would be, so I wouldn't draw it and it kind of hid it. Do you know what I mean? So that then he lifts the glasses at the end for the reveal and it's like, oh, you know, they both have them all and they're the same person.
That's smart.
But if you look closely, there are a lot of features between them that are similar, like they have similar eyebrows and nose shape and stuff like that. But obviously, like, because the kid version is a lot younger, he's still got like a round face slightly because he's, you know, he's a kid. He's not grown up yet. And the hairstyles are obviously very different, which I think was the easiest way to hide the fact that they're the same person. So I've been doing comics for a long time, so I have a lot of experience with it. I came up with this one because I did a lot of brainstorming and I was trying to think of all different sort of scenarios that a meeting would occur. And a lot of the similar ones I kept getting kept coming back to meeting a different version of yourself. And then it was like the question of, if you could go back and talk to your younger self, what would you say?
Now, Darian MFX, you have to fight to the death for who goes next.
Yeah. Which one am I shooting first? Which one's presenting?
I'll go. Don't get your hopes too high.
These have all been great. You're gonna do great.
Right, let me get you guys prepared with the cover.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
For the non-Brits, there's like a cheat sheet for any slang.
There's a translation for the Americans.
Oh, you did so much with 9 pages. Oh my god.
That was an entire adventure.
Oh my, I feel
God,
like
yeah.
like this is like the opening to a whole TV show or something, right?
I thought the same, yeah.
Because I feel like there's just suddenly so much more, like, oh my god. Oh god.
So you're making this a whole comic series, right?
I don't know, but I did use this to like do some world building for my OC Catalia, so maybe.
Ooh.
That's why I kind of left it as a cliffhanger as well. Yippee!
Also, you gotta draw so many cars. Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
I know.
And
Yeah.
most of the time you painted them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will say, before starting this comic, I did not know how to draw cars. I now know how to draw cars. I have that power now.
Yay, making comics, making you draw weird shit really well.
Yeah.
I keep having to go back to page 5.
It's so good. It's so good.
God.
It's my favorite trope in cartoons when distressed characters become super realistic.
I do have one negative thing to say about your comic.
Oh boy, here it
Oh,
comes.
no.
God.
Why would you leave me on a cliffhanger like that?
10 more issues, green-lighted at Netflix, fully funded. Where's the miniseries?
I can't handle it! I want my satisfaction!
I love cliffhangers. Cliffhangers are my favorite kind of things.
You're evil! You're vile! Why would you do this to me?
If you don't continue this, we're gonna have a problem.
Oh no.
Also, I think your cover art is probably just like
Absolutely, yeah.
It really sells the piece for me.
Graphic design is my passion.
It's so good.
Thank you.
Right, Derry's been talking a big talk. You've been critiquing all of our comics. Let's have a look at the lactose bear himself.
Oh dear.
Oh, don't.
Well,
Oh dear, yours is a masterpiece.
That'll be my cover for
Oh
now.
my god.
So, guys, what we're hearing is Derry's actual comic that uses like this character is higher quality than this. Derry Panda,
Yes.
I see on the last page that little crack What does it mean?
Yeah. What does it mean? What does it mean indeed?
Dirty!
I'm happy y'all like it. I worked very hard on it. One of my biggest takeaways is don't do a painted comic where the main character has scales and appears multiple times every page. Oh my gosh. So much of this was just painting scales, and I hate it. I hated it. I hated it. When I started it, I did the entire storyboard in concept creation phase live on my YouTube channel. As a result, the story is less of my own singular concept and more of a accumulation of a bunch of people in my chat, and I just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticked. And everyone really liked this idea of the Gorgon that falls in love with the fantasy of who she petrified.
Shouting out the fun doodle that Derry did.
Oh, that's
Aw.
cute.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did that.
That's the only thing of it that I saw. Sorry, I'm going through Twitter right now.
Shocked Pikachu.
Okay.
I don't like drawing after this project.
I hate drawing. Never doing it again. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to the folks that collaborated. Their channels will be in the description. Subscribe to them, subscribe to me, all that YouTuber jazz.